Crushed it, everyone. Look at that. 2 for 2. These 5-minute recipes keep finding me. I keep seeing them and I'm like, I need to know if they work. So we are back with another round to see if the 5-minute recipes that the internet says are amazing are A, amazing, and B, makeable in 5 minutes. There are some rules that I have set for myself and also ones that you guys have suggested to help me out. I appreciate you. Rule number 1, if it's makeable in 5 minutes, then it doesn't matter to me if it needs to chill overnight, if it's an ice cream, or it needs to be in the oven for 30 minutes. As long as I can make it in 5 minutes, I'm including it as a recipe. Second to this is my first time making the recipe. So obviously things are gonna be a little bit more difficult. I have to scan it, look at the recipe again, that kind of stuff. So I do have some of the ingredients out and ready to go. In some cases, kind of depends. I don't wanna make it too easy for myself. So I'm not like wasting time going back to the fridge to grab another vegetable and bring it out because I forgot another one because I don't know the recipe. You get it. And number 3, I actually like the rule that you guys had suggested in the last video because I kept failing the time challenge. And that is to give myself a wiggle room period of like 30 seconds after the 5-minute mark, because you were right, I do talk through the recipe as I'm attempting to make it, which does eat into the time sometimes because I sometimes can't multitask. So those are the rules. I have the recipes, let's do this. And we're gonna start with a dinner recipe. And I'm actually doing another recipe by the girl who did one of the recipes in the last video because it was really good. And so she's like, I'm back with another easy dinner recipe. And I was like, sign me up. I want to know more. And this is like a mushroom chicken orzo that you kind of put all together, throw it in the oven for 30 minutes, easy peasy. So right now my oven is it still preheating? Sir, are you well? It's at 360, everyone. I swear I must have preheated this. It felt like an eternity ago. So I have my dish, I have my time on the clock, and I will also put all of the recipes down below. I do try to do that. Ever since you guys were like, I want to know how you actually made the recipe, can you link it? And I was like, oh right, yeah, that would make sense. All right, 5 minutes up on the clock. Oh, I can actually, I can do 5:30. Just gonna pretend that says 5 minutes because I talk too much. And go. I had to prepare myself there for a second. Orzo. We're gonna get 2 cups. We're just gonna put that along the bottom. You can see I have 2 different types. We're gonna pretend it's just one. Then on top of this, we are adding in 3.5 cups of chicken broth. And I cover all of the orzo. I don't know why I'm doing this so delicately. Rachel, you're on a time crunch. Then some sort of onion soup mix pack. Now we're adding in our chicken, and she had hers pre-shredded, like just like a rotisserie chicken. So that's what I have. Obviously you're gonna need to add more time if you need to chop up your chicken though. I'm gonna make this a little bit smaller too. Where are my scissors? As soon as she started pulling out scissors to chop up her food, I'm like, oh yes, you understand. And if you haven't tried this as a method of cutting up your food, you are missing out. I have talked about my love of using scissors forever for cutting up food, especially like children's spaghetti. Oh, get it all in there. Nice and chickeny. Then what else? Mushrooms. Again, she seemed to have pre-sliced mushrooms, but then she broke them up into bits. So that's what I am also going to do. And she also said to add as many or as few mushrooms as you feel like. So that is also what I'm going to do. 2 minutes. Okay, what else? What's after this? Okay. Rachel, we can do this. We can do this. Now we need to add in some spinach. It looked like 4 cups of like fresh spinach. I don't know, is that good enough? It is for a time crunch. Oh, not even close, Rachel. It's fine. It'll all, it's gonna be fine. And then not cottage cheese, sour cream. That right on top. And then we need a thing of mushroom soup, which I still need to open. And then once that is, I don't have time for this. Once this is in, we need to give it a little mix, but we gotta keep all the orzo on the bottom. That was the only direction. Don't let the orzo float, I guess. We did it, everyone. Yay! I can even use my last couple of seconds to chop up some of this spinach that's bugging me. Amazing. Amazing. Okay, now I'm going to stick this into the oven for 30 minutes. Then I'm gonna give it a good mix and then put Parmesan on top and then stick it back in the oven, which I'm going to allow myself. I'm excited. This sounds like it's gonna be really good. Okay, into the oven, which is now preheated, we go. So while that is cooking, we are going on to the next one, which again, I don't know why. The waffle iron, this has been serving so much this year so far. I pulled out a waffle maker maybe once in the last 3 years, and it's been out in 3 videos now? That's crazy. This is apparently a little bit of like a waffle snack kind of thing. And I am curious if A, this works, and B, if it actually tastes any good, because it's not technically waffles. This is kind of like a will it waffle. That's how I envision it in my head. So this is preheated because that was part of the recipe. And that would take too long otherwise. And we are going to go, because I mean, this shouldn't take that long, right? So this is really hot. I have not sprayed anything on it. I don't know why I opened this so far in advance. I'm too stressed out about this. Okay, we need flaky biscuit dough. That is what we need right now. So that is what I'm going to open. I still do need like 3 minutes in the waffle maker. Refrigerated, it said, dough. So that is what we have on medium. So I'm going to give this a good coating. And then we just take one of these into each of the little waffles. I'm making a lot apparently. Okay, and then this needs to be going for 3 minutes. Now we have butter, which is melted because my microwave is in the basement. So that will be ready. And then I need a bowl. I need some sugar and cinnamon in said bowl. I'm either gonna crush this recipe or we're gonna burn it immediately. Looking good from here. Not ready though. How's it going, everyone? I'm not used to just standing here. I almost got up to start prepping the next recipe, but we all know how that would have gone. A, that's not fair because then I'm not going with the whole point of this video. And also I'm gonna get so focused on that, I'm gonna miss the timer and I'm gonna burn these. So here we are. 16 seconds left, everyone. Let's see if they'll be ready though. My money's gonna say, not ready, because then if I say that, that means they will be ready. Okay, ready? Look at that. I knew it the whole time. The outside is not cooked though. It looks. But I mean, that's gotta be cooked, right? I don't wanna keep cooking this. These are so cute. And then we put some butter on them and sprinkle with sugar and cinnamon. It's a little of this, a little of that. Oh, crushed it, everyone. Look at that, 2 for 2. Oh, yeah. I basically did it. I don't think I gave myself my extra 30 seconds, so it's fine. Look at that. Christopher, you want to come and taste some delicious waffles? Christopher, look at these. Look how adorable, but they're made of biscuit dough. I am now realizing as I coat these in cinnamon and sugar that if these are not done in the middle, I'm gonna be really mad.
That was nicely browned. I'd imagine they're cooked.
I know, that's what I said. Let's see.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Boop. Now we have to decide if this is actually tasty.
Why wouldn't it be, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what it tastes like. It tastes like something you get at a theme park.
Yeah.
Like
fried bread is kind of a theme park staple. It's a midway.
It tastes like fried bread.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's quite tasty. As a little like snack, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not mad at these.
Did you put butter on there?
Of course I put butter on there.
Okay.
I mean,
it's nice and buttery.
Yeah, it always needs more butter. What's wrong with more butter?
I don't know. Yeah, I think you nailed it.
Yes!
Wouldn't be hurt by more cinnamon sugar, but
no one would be mad with more. 100%.
Did you try that on toast?
Christopher. Okay, I was just in the process of cleaning up and this thing dinged. So I'm gonna show you the next steps. Now all I'm gonna do is thoroughly mix it, she says. I love doing these recipes too because now all I can think of is now all my dinner's done, now all my dinner's done. I don't have to make something separate. Okay, that feels thorough. Then she sprinkles a bunch of Parmesan on top. So I have a couple of flakes here and then I'm gonna crumble some more on top. Again, she didn't say how much to put on, so I'm just gonna go with what I feel like makes sense, which apparently is a lot. This is by Orzo, by the way, in case you're wondering what this incredible machine is. And now this is gonna go back in the oven for another 15 minutes. Okay, the dinner is out and cooling. I'm excited. So while that's cooling, so I can taste test it, I'm gonna make a lunch. This is supposed to be a 5-minute, quick and easy, super duper yummy lunch option. And it has all of the components of things that I love, so we're gonna do it. Putting 5 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock, and then just review the recipe one more time. Go. First thing we're gonna do, we have tuna. A classic choice. Wasting so much precious time, but it felt like cheating to have it pre-opened. Tuna water out. Tuna into a bowl, and into the bowl we are also putting in either Greek yogurt or mayo or what was the other thing? I think those are the two options she gave. Just like a tablespoon or two, depending on how creamy you want it. Then we're gonna add in whatever hot sauce you like. I like sriracha. I'm also putting in salt and pepper because she did not, and I feel like that's a miss, to me anyway. Then, vegetables. She used like cucumbers, I think, and carrots. I checked and I thought I had cucumbers. I don't have any cucumbers, none. So instead we're using celery, which I actually honestly prefer. Celery and tuna is just like a good combo. For everyone watching at home, don't even worry about it. My fingers are fine. I am very aware. We have that, and then she also did shredded carrot, but I think whatever veggie you wanna do is probably fine. That feels good. And then we're gonna use a rice paper wrap for this one. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to take the papier, I'm gonna put it in some water for a couple of seconds. Then we're gonna stick it on here. And then she puts a little bit of seaweed down, then the veggies, and then put some tuna on. Is there anything else that she did? Oh yeah, avocado. I was gonna do avocado, but my avocado is not ripe yet. Then we are going to fold. Oh, I ripped it. It's okay though, it's okay. And then we just put sesame seeds on top and then dip it into whatever soy sauce you have. Yay! Guys, I'm crushing it. Yes! But now to taste test. I took like a giant bite. Give me a second. Here's where I'm landing on this. So I like the filling a lot. I think that it is too filled for the consistency of the rice paper to me. I feel like if you're doing a rice paper sort of, I think it's spring roll, but please correct me if I'm wrong. It needs to be thinner, and I just feel like the ratio is better this way. Otherwise, I'm just getting kind of gumminess with a lot of crunchy elements, and then the tuna, and it just doesn't feel balanced to me. But all of the components I really like. Love when that happens. Okay, this has been cooling. Let us taste test. It's like previewing dinner. Okay, I want to get a bite with all the layers. Mushroom, spinach, orzo, a little chicken. That's very good. I like that. Needs salt. I like that the mushrooms aren't overcooked either. They're not super mushy. They still have a little bit of bite to them. It needed some salt. That's actually very good. It reminds me of, I used to have cream mushroom soup with rice. That's something that my mom used to make for lunches, and I really love that. So it reminds me of this. This is good. It was easy to put together. You have to like mushrooms though, so that is, you know, something to think about. Although I'm sure you could change it to like cream of chicken maybe or something, I don't know. The orzo isn't overcooked, the chicken isn't overcooked, the spinach is nice in there. Like it's really well-rounded, I like it. For more 5-minute recipes, make sure you check out the playlist for all of the recipes that we have tested, and let me know what your favorite is in the comments down below. Make sure you give this a thumbs up if you want to see this continue as a series, and subscribe. New videos here every single Saturday. I hope you're having a fantastic, fantastic day, and I will see you guys all in the next one.